India is remembering Operation Vijay, the success of Operation Vijay, the Kargil Vijay Divas. And of course, Bharat Mata Ki Jai chanted was, in fact, the chants were echoing all across the country. We are right now in Kargil, and of course, we witnessed in the morning the ceremony that was held at the Kargil War Memorial, and the fallen warriors were paid homage to. And at the Kargil Memorial, Chief of Army Staff General Dwivedi paid tributes to the Kargil war heroes along with the MOS Defence Sanjay Seth. General Dwivedi addressed the gathering and hailed the sacrifices of the immortal martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the nation. Hailing Operation Sindoor, India's last major retaliation against Pakistan, General Dwivedi said India's integrity will not be compromised at any cost. Meanwhile, in the national capital, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, along the Tri-Service Chief and CDS General Anil Chauhan, paid tribute to the fallen soldiers of the 1999 India-Pakistan Kargil War. Listen in to what General Upen Dwivedi today said at the Kargil War Memorial.
साल 1999 में भारतीय सेना ने ऑपरेशन विजय के अंतर्गत कारगिल की ऊंचाइयों पर एक अद्वितीय विजय प्राप्त की थी। उस युद्ध में भारतीय सेना ने ऊंची पहाड़ियों पर बैठे पाकिस्तान सैनिकों और घुसपैठियों को खदेड़कर हमारी सीमा से बाहर कर दिया था और तिरंगे को इन बर्फीली चोटियों पर फहराया था। यह वह क्षण था जब भारत ने स्पष्ट कर दिया कि उसकी सीमाओं के भीतर किसी भी नापाक इरादे को सफलता नहीं मिलेगी। भारत की एकता और अखंडता पर कोई आंच नहीं आने दी जाएगी। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान भी भारतीय सेना ने उसी अदम्य साहस और दृढ़ संकल्प के साथ पाकिस्तान समर्थित टेररिस्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को निशाना बनाया और पाकिस्तान की अन्य आक्रामक कार्रवाइयों को प्रभावशाली ढंग से विफल करते हुए एक निर्णायक जीत हासिल की। हमने शांति को अवसर दिया, पर उसने कायरता की कार्रवाई की और उसका उत्तर केवल हमने पराक्रम से दिया। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हमारा संकल्प, संदेश भी और उत्तर भी। पहलगाम में हुई कायरतापूर्ण आतंकी हमला पूरे देश के लिए गहरी चोट था, लेकिन इस बार भारत ने सिर्फ शोक नहीं जताया, बल्कि ठान लिया कि अब जवाब निर्णायक होगा। देशवासियों का अटूट विश्वास और सरकार द्वारा दी गई रणनीतिक स्वतंत्रता से भारतीय सेना ने एक सुनियोजित, सटीक और निर्णायक जवाब दिया। भारतीय सेना ने 6 और 7 मई की रात को पाकिस्तान और पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में 9 हाई वैल्यू आतंकवादी ठिकानों को निशाना बनाया, बिना किसी मासूम नागरिक को हानि पहुंचाए हुए। यह केवल जवाब नहीं था, यह स्पष्ट संदेश था कि आतंकवाद को सहारा देने वाले अब नहीं बचेंगे। 7 से 9 मई को पाकिस्तान द्वारा की गई सैन्य कार्रवाई पर भारतीय सेना ने नपातुला और सटीक जवाब दिया। हमारी आर्मी एयर डिफेंस एक अजय दीवार बनकर सामने खड़ी रही, जिसे कोई ड्रोन या मिसाइल भेद नहीं सका। यह सब होल ऑफ नेशन अप्रोच के अंतर हुआ, जहां थल सेना, वायुसेना, नौसेना और अन्य सरकारी और प्राइवेट डिपार्टमेंट्स सब एक साथ मिलकर खड़े हुए, जिसमें एनजीओ भी शामिल थे। जो भी शक्तियां भारत की संप्रभुता, अखंडता या जनता को क्षति पहुंचाने की योजना बना रही हैं, उन्हें करारा जवाब दिया जाएगा और आगे भी दिया जाएगा। यही भारत देश का न्यू नॉर्मल है।
So, of course, there's a major push for modernization of weaponry. And, of course, the center of it is Atmanirbharta. And, Zenith, I'll come to you on that. Since 1999, I mean, that battle, when we talk about the stories, there were a lot of hand-to-hand battles and there's a lot of bloodshed. And, it was high-altitude warfare and different weapons. And back then, India was much dependent on foreign weapons that were mostly imported, components that that were mostly imported. But cut to 2025, when we see Operation Sindoor, we see that there is so much of modernization, and the Defence Forces of India have embraced technology. We have also just seen a demo. If you could just take us through those drones that were displayed, all indigenously developed, right from bunker buster drones to those carrying out surveillance. They've all been on display that actually show how our forces are committed to Atmanirbharta and, of course, operational readiness.
See, Rakshita, you're very right that at the time of the Kargil war, we were dependent on the foreign assets or the weapons or the technology. But now the things have changed, and we are seeing the booster shots in the arms of the armed forces, because every day the technology is getting upgraded, be it the military vehicles, the bulletproof weapons, the assault rifles, or we talk about the initiative that was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So with that initiative, we are seeing again a technological boost in the armed forces. Now we are showing you the drone footage and the drones that have been displayed here at the Kargil Battle School. They are the drones. They not only destroy the bunkers of the enemy, but also keeps an eye. They're used for the recce to get real-time information 24/7 as the terrains are being monitored by the Indian Armed Forces, because you are getting the live feeds from these drones that are in surveillance as far as the entire Ladakh is concerned, be it the Dras, be it the Kasgar, be it the Batalik, be it the Mashkot, because these were the terrains that were captured by the Pakistani troopers and later were recaptured by the Indian Army in the month of July, where the Kargil Day is being celebrated. Here is a report on the drone show that was held here at the Kargil Battle School.
In a spectacular display of technological prowess, the Indian Army held an impressive drone show in Dras in Kargil. The event highlighted the Indian Army's elite drone capabilities, showcasing various types of drones and robots that play a crucial role in modern warfare.
Honor the sacrifices made by the heroes of Kargil war. The Indian Army is displaying you that how technology plays an important role in today's world, be it the world of medicine, education, or the war. We are showing you the display of the drone. This is a mesmerizing drone show that is in the sky to honor the brave Kargil warriors on this anniversary of Kargil Vijay.
The Indian Army demonstrated its advanced drone and robotic technologies, illustrating their effectiveness in demolishing enemy targets and bunkers.
Drones create dynamic pattern, including we are seeing this. So help is being provided by soldiers to monitor the technology, and then you see the tricolor, so reflecting India's pride and gratitude for its defenders. This is one of the powerful image that tells you about the Kargil war, the war that was fought here in this very terrain. The Kargil war, this was a war of 1999.
These technologies will reduce the fatigue and dangers faced by soldiers in difficult terrain and harsh weather conditions in the region. Armed drones took center stage, carrying the SIG assault rifles that enable them to engage enemy targets from the sky with ease. The successful demonstration reflects the Indian Army's commitment to integrating cutting-edge technology into its operations, ensuring enhanced capabilities in safeguarding national security.
So viewers, as we were talking about defense forces and we were talking about self-reliance, India has emerged as a formidable force as far as defense technology is concerned. And I'm right now here showing you this radar system. This is the Swati radar system. We'll just try to show you this from many angles. This is indigenously developed. If you can just pan the camera to the radar system. This is a weapon locating radar. It's a state-of-the-art radar system designed to detect and track the Army detect the artillery and mortars and rockets as well. It's been developed by Indian defense engineers, and it underscores, of course, the push for self-reliance also. And it's an advanced radar system. It's used during ceasefire violations in a wartime situation as well. And of course, the important point is that this is indigenously developed. It is developed by our own Indian engineers, viewers. With that, as we continue to show you more and more visuals from Kargil Battle School, we have a report coming in from the Tiger Hill.
1947 में जब भारत आज़ाद हुआ था तब सुई तक आयात करता था, लेकिन अब होवित्जर तोपों तक का निर्माण भारत में होने लगा है, जो भारत के आत्मनिर्भरता की कहानी बताता है। मेरे पीछे जो आप ये व्हीकल देख रहे हैं, ये व्हीकल ये बताने के लिए काफ़ी हैं कि किस तरीके से अब भारत और भारतीय सेना सशक्त होती जा रही है। इसमें आप कपिध्वज SMV देख सकते हैं, जो कि हाई मोबिलिटी व्हीकल है और ये रैपिड मूवमेंट करता है ताकि तुरंत से लॉजिस्टिक किसी भी हाई एल्टीट्यूड वाले एरिया में पहुंचा सके। इसके साथ ही चेतक ATV में आपको दिखा देती हूँ, ये कॉम्पैक्ट ऑल टेरेन व्हीकल है फॉर लास्ट माइल एक्सेस इन स्नो बाउंड, यानी कि किसी भी तरीके की बर्फीले जगहों पर जाकर के ये परेशानी हो या किसी भी तरीके की कोई भी परिस्थिति हो, वहाँ पर कारगर साबित होती है। इसी के साथ अब भारतीय सेना के पास किस तरीके से जो ड्रोन हैं वो बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, जो ड्रोन की ताकत है वो बढ़ते जा रही है, वो मैं आपको एक बार दिखा देती हूँ। कौन कौन से वो ड्रोन हैं जो आज भारतीय सेना अपने पास रख रही है ताकि आत्मनिर्भरता तो बढ़े ही, साथ में सशक्त भी हो। तो इसमें Q6 UAV भी है, जो कि लाइट वेटेड है और ये रियल टाइम मॉनिटरिंग कर सकता है किसी भी तरीके की पहाड़ी वाले एरिया में। इसके साथ ही भारतीय सेना के पास त्रिनेत्र है और साथ ही एस्ट्रेन AT-15 है, स्विच RAPS है। ये ऐसे जो कुछ ऐसे अत्याधुनिक ड्रोन हैं जो कि भारतीय सेना को और सशक्त।
The might of the Indian Armed Forces has been witnessed by these mighty hills. These mountains were the battleground during the Operation Vijay. This is the Tiger Hill. As close as we can get to it is from this point where we are reporting from 14,200 feet. But that peak, viewers, that was high altitude warfare that happened during the Kargil war. That is more than 17,000 feet. You can understand the challenges of the terrain just by any common man walking to up to this hill is so difficult that one completely falls short of breath. Imagine that our brave soldiers, our young soldiers were facing the enemy. They were witnessing bloodshed there. On the 2nd of July, information was received about the Pakistanis, the enemies occupying that peak. And on the 4th of July, the Indian Armed Forces captured it again. We'll try and zoom in to that post, and we'll show you how difficult that terrain would have been. And the hero, of course, was the one leading the Ghatak platoon. And he was from the 18 Grenadiers, Grenadier Yogendra Singh Yadav, who, despite suffering bullets, despite losing more and more members of his platoon, he unfurled the Tiranga on that top. And as we speak, viewers, we are also going to pan and show you the Trishul top and the Trishul ridge. That is of utmost importance, viewers. Why is it important? Because this area, these hills were used during the Operation Sindoor as well. And behind this Trishul, viewers, behind the Trishul, it looks like a trident. So behind this Trishul is the line of control. In fact, we are just almost a kilometer away from the LOC. So this was very important. Right behind it, there are of course the enemy posts as well, as per the understanding. And then, of course, the 3-3 GR had given cover support from those hills to the forces there at the Trishul top, viewers. And of course, Zinat, as we are showing all our viewers, it was a very, you were also there. This was a very the closest we could witness that mighty peak, which speaks of the valor of our Jawans. The Tiger Hill is much talked about, and we cannot forget the story of Grenadier Yogen Singh Yadav, now an honorary captain, and of course those peaks from the Tiger Hill to Trishul top. They have witnessed that battle, and the story continues to live on.
Absolutely, Rakshita. As the India is celebrating the valor of the heroes of the Kargil war, we also witness the people have come together to pay gratitude at the Amar Jawan wall. Here's a quick report.
The Amar Jawan wall bears the names of young warriors who rest beneath Drass's soil. Each name on the Amar Jawan wall tells a story of unmatched courage, duty and sacrifice that secured the nation's pride.
I'll ask my VJ to show you this very wall where the name of those soldiers who fought Kargil war is written. Kargil war, the war that was fought between India and Pakistan in 1999, when Pakistani terrorists and the troopers they captured these heights, beat the Toluling, Tiger Hill, Batra Top, 4785. But Indian Army, with their resilience, with their valor, with their commitment towards the nation, they recaptured all.
The lamplighting ceremony at the Drass War Memorial is a poignant tribute to the heroes of Kargil war.
It is a tribute to the fallen soldiers and also to celebrate their victory and their valor. As my VJ can show you the visuals that are coming from the Drass Memorial here, where you see the families of these martyrs who had come together to lit lamp. These countless lamps lit to symbolize eternal gratitude, remembrance and respect for India's brave heroes. The atmosphere here is reverent and patriotic, with flickering flames illuminating the memorial in the crisp mountain air. We sing a solemn tribute to honor the soldiers who sacrificed their lives during the 1999 Kargil war.
It honors the brave hearts who fought and fell defending India's borders in 1999. Today, the nation bows in reverence from Drass to Delhi, tributes pour in for our Kargil heroes. Kargil was not just a war, it was a reminder that India stands strong, united and proud.
Okay. As the people of the country are celebrating the valor and the josh of the Jawans of the Kargil, we are seeing the multiple shows and the events that were lined up, from the drones to the military vehicles to the visit to the Batra Top, wreath-laying ceremony, and also the homage that was paid to the soldiers who lie beneath the soil. We'll take more from the Rakshita.
Right, Zinat, in fact, as we come to a close, of course, it is a very solemn occasion. At the same time, it instills pride in us, in you and me and all those who are watching this. We're bringing the stories to them. And it's important to remember what Indian Army stands for. It's second to none. But also, as we come to a close, we have to remember the role of the Air Force during the Kargil war. This was, viewers, Operations Safed Sagar. And this is a video that has been released by the forces. Take a look, viewers, as we say goodbye.